Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Is Roxanne, and this is Daily Rambles. Today we're doing the series finale of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've done this take 5 times now. Let's try to get together, okay? We're doing the end is at hand and what we're fighting for. So we start off with Mac is docking to the Zephyr, and then the Chromicons dock the Zephyr onto their ship. And we cut to where Mac, Daisy, and Sosa are waiting to fight, but no one is there, and the Zephyr is empty, and we see all of them on the ship. The Chronicon ship. Then Simmons got injected with something and got locked in the room with Deke. And then Nathaniel and Sybil talk, and then we found out that that thing that they injected into Simmons will dissolve the implant. And then May is starting to spaz out because she feels all the lies that are no longer present. And then she hears a signal happening, and then we cut to Cora, questions Nathaniel, but he turns it and makes it okay, and they hug it out. Then we cut to where Garrett is in the lighthouse, putting up blue explodey things on the wall. Then Simmons is starting to remember, but Indy tries to help. Then Daisy's going in, but Sosa kisses Daisy for kisses her goodbye. And then May knows Garrett's at the lighthouse. Then Coulson's working on containing him thanks to Fitz's device back in season 2 to confine Gordon. Then we cut to where sorry, Sybil knows that they're on the ship, and Sybil blocks Nathaniel from getting Daisy. Then Mac is very pissed off and wants to make some noise, and so he sent some launchers at the doors of the Comic-Con ship, and it did nothing. So I was like, nope. Then we got to where Nathaniel and Cora are going after Daisy anyway. Then May and Coulson talk slash flirt. Then Garrett pops in and got tried doing things to Yo-Yo, putting that device on Garrett. Then we cut to where there's a dozen of those items. And so he radios Nathaniel and it's like, can you wait like 10 minutes or something? And Nathaniel's like, well, thank you for your service. If I don't see you again, okay, bye. And so Yo-Yo took everything into one spot. And then we cut to where she got May and Coulson out, and Garrett as well. He was hurt, but is not like, badly hurt. Well, anyway. Then we cut to where Mac is trying again, and he KOs the hunters. And so the Chromicons leave Daisy alone in the next scene when she's looking for Simmons and Deke. Then we cut to where Coulson reboots the system. Then we cut to where Garrett will be okay, but they're trapped though because all the passageways got shut down because of all the things that were on the wall. Then we cut to where Garrett is pissed and he decides to help Coulson, and then Coulson hears the pattern. Then we cut to where Daisy gets Simmons and Deke, and then the device is dissolved now, according to Sybil. Then Nathaniel is very antsy, and Sybil's trying to like get him to just stay still and not be so paranoid. Then Mac and Sosa talk, and then Sosa has an idea, and so his idea is like, because when we go back a few episodes, where that one Comic Con was after that hydrogen thing that I cannot say because of stuff. And so he's like, what if we use all 6 Chromicons to bust open the ship doors? And so Mac likes the idea, so they can move forward with that idea. Then we cut to where the Chromicons leave Simmons, Deke, and Daisy alone after Daisy got them. Then Simmons is starting to remember a little bit, but then Cora blocks him, and so she tells Daisy and Deke to go to the ship. Then we cut to where Simmons and Deke are back on the ship, and Sybil's mad at Nathaniel because she was just about to see where Fitz was. Then we cut to where Mac uses the crowns to get out of the... Wait, just kidding. So Cora let Daisy go because Daisy tried to talk through to her. Then Coulson got a signal, and it was 084, and May lets Garrett out of the confinement. Then Dennis and Deke are back on the ship, and Sybil gets mad at Nathaniel because she'll just about to say where Fitz was. Cora let Daisy go, so Nathaniel blasts her and put her in a cell. Then Mac uses the Chromicons to get out of the ship. Then Garrett teleports May's team to the Swordfish, and he got done. And people are there, and it turns out Victoria Hand did it, and Yo-Yo's like, it's fine, because Yo-Yo and Mac's team show up as well. And so Coulson explains everything to everybody, and we talks to Gamble and, like I said, Victoria Hand, and they were told to bring briefcases. So they open it up, and like I said, the rest of the team shows up. Then May hugs Daisy, and May was like, I don't know what happened there. And Daisy's like, I don't mind, it's just that it's never happened before. Then we cut to where Simmons is literally putting the pieces together, and then then the man delivers the last piece, which looked like Morgan Freeman almost, or I don't know, he looked like someone super familiar. I want to say either that or maybe it was Nick Fury's dad or something. I'm not sure what's going on, but I was like, what's happening? And so the man brought the last device, and that opened a room, and Simmons put the device in it. Then Simmons ring is the actual last step, and that opened a portal, and it opens and Fitz is back. And then next page, and Simmons does not remember him at all, and that was technically the end of the episode. So on to the next episode. Sybil knows that it's the last time the team will be together, and the team literally yells at Fitz because he's like, "Yeah, well, that happened." And Cora's the key. Where's Cora? Cora's the key. Like she was supposed to bond with Daisy, and Diane was supposed to be the best to bring them together. And he's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" And so then he tries to explain, so he's kind of shot by Jaing and Cora. Then he tries to explain it. Then Simmons is starting to hurt a little bit. And we find out that basically Fitz was subatomic. So he was like in the space where Ant-Man was for Ant-Man and the Wasp at the end. And, you know, he came back and then game and blah, blah, blah. So that's a little bit too much in that. So anyway, that's where Fitz was hiding. And he learned how to. I'm jumping so far ahead. And so Deke says that they can use the bubble to take out the Chroms and to take them back to the original timeline. So that's what they do. So they're working to work on that. And but someone has to stay behind, so volunteers, but Deke's like, no, I'm going to do it because you don't know anything about technology, so I'm staying, and basically tells everyone goodbye. And so they carry out the plan, and then Mac thanks Deke, and it works. So now Deke's in charge now. So that's kind of interesting that he's like he's the new Fury, the director in that timeline. Then we cut to where Fitz tries to help Simmons' memory. So basically they went to Ala or Ayla and or Alia or something. I'm gonna say Ayla because it makes my brain better. So Enoch and Piper and Flint are on a jet. So Enoch is learned how to predict and then taught Fitz how to do it. And so Flint redid a bit of the time monolith, and they went to Ayla. And so Fitz studied the stream, and there's only one path, and so they actually lived. Then they went back. So Fitz is in the pod, and Piper and Flint are guarding him, and says, like, if we're not back by sundown, you'll know what to do, or sun up, I think it was. Then Fitz would say goodbye, and it was like a whole emotional moment. And then we cut to where Simmons is remembering, because basically what he did was to help her memory is to talk about like one little thought and kind of pulled it and made it more sense. Made more sense. Then so that helped her with her memory, so she's finally starting to remember a little bit more, and it's like a gradual thing. Then we cut to where, let's see, Sybil and Nathaniel bicker, and Nathaniel's like he's going to take Cora's power, and we have to go back to Strike Land. So right before when they disappeared, so they have to suit up, and the people on the Zephyr are in dark mode. Then we cut to where the game helped pass Simmons, and the old Zephyr escaped, and the new Zephyr is on the ship. And when they get on the ship, they have a really cool fight scene. Then Sybil wants to reassign Coulson. Then Nathaniel versus Daisy. Well, we're getting up to that. Then we cut to where, oh my god, hang on. So go back to where Yo-Yo takes back the lighthouse and knocks out all the hunters there. And then we cut to where Simmons actually remembers what they're fighting for. Then we cut to Nathaniel versus Daisy. Then Mac rescues Cora. Then Sybil and the hunters are going to the lighthouse and the bases after she carried out the order. Then May and Coulson go home them, and that was really cool to see. Then we cut to where May and Coulson, Then Cora boosts the signal that they're sending out, and the hunters are at the lighthouse, and then May gives them empathy. Then Cora did boost the signal, and she did it, and the Chromacons are fine now. So they're no longer hunters. They now have empathy and are, I guess, how they were before, I guess. Then we cut to where is Daisy versus Nathaniel, and they fight, and then she quakes the ship apart in him, and then the Zephyr gets her, and then Cora actually heals her, and that was a really touching moment between Cora and Daisy. I really like that a lot. Then we cut to where Piper and Flint are good, and then Fitz and Simmons unlock the back door, and it's their daughter Ayla. And that was a very emotional moment as well. Then we have 1 year later, we're at the Swordfish, and the gang meet up. So May is tired, and Daisy says hi. Then Coulson is traveling, and then Daisy's starting to glitch, so they're not there, actually. They're just meeting in this virtual place. I guess like how Sybil talked to people in people's minds and stuff. Anyway, they were talking. Yo-Yo's still on assignment, and she's actually near the drop zone, and so she's got to go. And then Daisy is near a nebula, and then they remember Deke, and then so Yo-Yo's out first, and Davis the robot is at the drop, and so Yo-Yo goes in, and then we cut to where May is teaching at the Coulson Academy with Flint, and apparently he's a student, which is pretty cool. Then we cut to where Fitzsimmons leaves. They're at the park with Ayla, having like the best time. Then Mac gives Coulson a present, and he's on a helicarrier when he gets off. Daisy leaves, and she's with Cora and Sosa in space, and they check out a nebula. Then Coulson opens a gift, and it's Lola, but a new Lola, which is pretty cool. And then he flies off. And that was the end of the episode and the series. And I'm forever sad now. Really good series finale. I really enjoyed both episodes a lot. I thought it was great. I loved the fight scenes. I loved the storyline. It was very emotional. It was a lot of stuff, and I feel like Daisy was saying she was pregnant or something, but I wasn't sure about that. But I think it was more in relation to Cora and family time and stuff like that. So I loved all the mini scenes, all the funny moments, the serious moments, just all of it. It was great. So I gave it an A plus. And I I give the last season an A plus, and I don't do that a lot. I really, really, really don't do that a lot. Um, it was a great series. I'm actually going to be rewatching it, and currently on season 2 on Netflix. So I'm actually doing reviews for that because I didn't do reviews from season 2 through 5. I want to say no, I definitely did 6 and 7, but I'm pretty sure I didn't do 2 through 5. So I'm actually doing reviews. So I will have like a constant stuff when I do blocks. So I do blocks of other shows. So might do like A of one show, then A of another show. So anyway, that's that. So if you want to follow me for that, you can feel free to subscribe or not. It's up to you. But I do other shows, whether it's DC or other TV shows. When other Marvel shows come out on Disney Plus, I'll be the first one to probably, well, hopefully, to do a review. And do like cartoons or anime. I do like a bunch of other shows. So if you want to follow me, that'd be cool. If not, that's totally fine too. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. So this video, please go to like, comment down below, tell me what you think. Do you agree, disagree? Tell me your thoughts about the whole series because I personally enjoyed it a lot. So anyway, that's it. Subscribe if you like, and if I don't see you in the next video, it was nice talking to y'all. Bye. And for those that stick around, thank you. Appreciate it. Subscribe. Bye.